Hey y'all, welcome, welcome. It's a little hot, so I apologize for the extra skin. Actually, let me turn on the light here. Alrighty. I don't know if that makes it any better, but so just checking out this new stream. First of all, happy 4th of July to everybody. Hope you're all spending some good time with family, friends, and enjoying this nice weather out there. Um, Kind of checking out streaming, just trying something new, a little bit more of a different approach versus like spending hours and hours of editing a lot of videos, which I still love doing, but just trying to do something a little bit more different. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. Uh, so, new update. I'm trying out Streamlabs Ultra. Um, got a good deal on it, so just checking it out. And it's so efficient. Kind of new to the streaming world. A dad, you know, 40. So, totally different. From just streaming from one channel or using like Riverside or whatever other software I've used. But this is pretty intuitive, pretty easy to set up. Templates are set in place, so I could see why people, even the young folks that are like thriving in this, do it so well. Uh, it's crazy. You just need a good system. So I'm using a Mac Studio, but you know, this is so cool. So just doing the test stream, wishing everybody a happy 4th, and this is awesome. Yeah, I'm so shocked at how easy this works. I'm streaming to three platforms currently on Twitch, my YouTube, obviously, if you're on that, because I feel most people follow that, and and on Kick. Kick is a new one, so just giving it a chance to try it out. So yeah, this is really really cool. Really impressed by this workflow. I think I have a filter that makes me a little bit more like golden or bronze than I should be, so I have to try to fix that. But bear with me. And that's not including like I think once I build this setup a little bit better here, you can see like I got a camera in the back. Um, Gonna try to set this up a little bit more and play around with my space. But I think the real reason why I kind of am dabbling in on Streamlabs is the fact that one, you could just do it everywhere on all the platforms, pretty easily. And secondly, you could do it mobile. I want to do a little bit more like you know, come to the city with me, or after a meeting at work, kind of give you a little bit of a day in the life of, traveling to and from New York City. Also, sharing a little bit of my recovery journey. For those that don't know, it might sound like a broken record, but I did injure my knee. I got the MRI results pending the doctor reading it and giving me the lowdown on it. Not looking that great, but I'm recovering. I'm starting to walk a little bit more. Still have a long journey with PT. The PT place I'm going to is incredibly awesome. Like they work me. I'm there for like an hour and a half, um, and yeah, I just feel a lot better. Like I'm getting there. I'm on the journey, on road to recovery. Just how quick and to what level I can perform at, I don't know. But what I would love to do is I'd love to get back to that level of where I can do high rocks again. I could maybe do high rocks and you know, I mean, like a long stretch goal. If we're talking about it in this way, would be to fight at Dallas in November and do the High Rocks there. Like I so much want to do that, um, but I don't know if my body will allow me. Right. So yeah, just see how if I can recover to that level. I don't know if I can in that amount of time. It's what, August, September, November, 4 months. It's a bit of a fast return. So for a knee injury with multiple potential torn ligaments and stuff, I don't know if I'll make it. It's a stretch goal. Gotta have something to reach for, right? Um, but I'm also probably like fully retiring from soccer. I don't think I could risk playing as much as I'd love it, and it's been part of my identity for so many years. I don't think I could. It just doesn't justify the risk right now where I'm at with work and family and a young kid. I have a toddler, 2 year old. I don't think I could risk being away. And also, like, I have a small family here. Not a lot. I don't have like it's just my family, not my wife's family on this side. So and my dad passed away a couple years ago, so I don't have like a deep network of like trusted folks that can come in and just watch my kids. My sister already has her own family. She has two kids. They're working. It's a juggle. It's all a juggling act, right? I think all kind of parents can relate to that. So yeah, I just don't think the reward slash risk slash reward ratio um, is worth it at this point. I think just because if I can't move around, I can't do stuff. If I'm immobile, then all the weight falls on my wife, and that's a lot for her. So I don't want to do that. That's not fair. So I think lesson learned. You know, um, don't take risks. Which I didn't think it was a risk, but hey, you can get hurt anywhere. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Also, this is a reminder too about just like trying to be healthier. I think I kind of let myself go, to be honest, in the last couple of years. So, you know, yeah, I mean, having a kid, having a 2 year old can sometimes do that to you with a high stress job, moving a lot. That probably jacked me up a bit, but no excuses. I'm accountable for the weight I put on and how much I have not worked out. And being that weekend warrior, which is silly because like you're just gonna get hurt if you're not working out regularly, taking care of your body, stretching, warming up. At least at this point in my life, which I need to make it more routine. So all this to say is that this is a reminder that you know you, at a certain point you will break. Your body will break, um, and so you need to really take care of it. You really need to make more of an effort just to keep up your health. Really. So I think for me, it's returning to that. I've always been like somewhat athletic. I've always ran, done long distance. Endurance was a big thing. Um, so now, like, I gotta be realistic and be more disciplined. I think that's it. Not finding an excuse, even though I may be tired. We're all tired. I gotta carve out that time to just focus on my health again, so I can not take away from the fam. But it's all good things. It's not a bad thing. I'm in a good place. It's Friday. We're off. It's a holiday. Um, I'm in a place where it's still cool. Like I haven't turned on the AC, so it's not bad. I'm sure I'm starting to sweat a little bit. You see a little beads of sweat forming, but I will turn on the AC in a bit. But yeah, I just excited about this. This is all new to me, so thank you. Hold on a second. So yeah, just trying to really navigate this and see where this journey goes. I don't. This is really the intention is not to be like make money off this. It's really just to. I've always been a learner, so I kind of want to explore storytelling, learning, build community. Community is big to me. I think like whether it's with my friends that I've known for like 30 plus years, or the people I'm with. If something good can come from this and somebody can walk away feeling a little bit better, then I feel good about that. And I think that's why I do the work I do. I am the way I am. I try to, and now as a father, like, you want to be an example. You want to be better. So, yeah, I'm just excited to be here today. It's 4th of July. Don't worry, it's not a co-work with me where I'm going to, just work and you're going to listen to background and my keyboard ASMR. It's none of that, this time at least. Um, Actually, my wife right now is out at the park with my baby. Um, because she just woke up full of energy and she was just tearing up the apartment. And she's a baby, she just has energy, and we were just drained from the week. Even though it was a shortened week, like for those that are like in the office space or wherever you work, a shortened week is usually like you got to cram in 5 days of work in 4 days. So, I have a little bit of time right now to sit at the desk, ice my knee as we speak. I kind of tweaked it, I think, even more so today, this morning, because my daughter now is opening the door, even with the lock on. Yeah, she's starting to open the door. She knows how to twist it, and there's a little latch at the top, and now she can actually like reach it a little bit and push it back. And her persistence is winning. And so today we had a little, not a scare, but like, we weren't watching the door for a second, even though it was like 15 feet away, 10 feet away, not even. She just opened the door and like started stepping out slowly. She didn't run, but she started stepping out. And I live in a complex, so it's like it's just a hallway with rugs, with carpeted hallway, and an elevator like down the hall. So nothing that dangerous, but I don't want her to get accustomed to opening the door just like that. Like God forbid if we're away for 1 second, like or we're not paying attention, and you turn back and the door's open and she's not there. So yeah, just parent stuff, trying to figure that out. Either get like an extra lock, or I've already just ordered on Amazon in my queue some books for like how to tell your kid not to open a door. So I suppose it's like useful stuff, right? Don't open a car door, don't open this door, don't open that door. So I'm looking at two, and I'm probably gonna decide which one I should order. But yeah, 4th of July, pretty cool. I got invited to go down the not down the show, but to Manalapan with my cousin and or my sister and my brother-in-law and their family. They're really great, but you know, it's like 2 hours, and I imagine now 4th of July traffic is probably a little crazy. So I don't know. We'll see. My wife is out at the park. We'll see if how she comes back and how the baby are doing. If the baby's still going like 100 miles an hour, then I'm gonna see maybe if we go down there, since it's just a bunch of kids, family, and you know my daughter will be probably more entertained and engaged and have fun and run around, and at least you have a community of people watching you, right? Like it takes a village to raise a kid. You'll literally have like folks, like 15, 20 people down there saying, hey, let me watch your kid for a couple minutes, right? So that'll give us a little bit of a respite, and then I'm dealing with the traffic coming back. So, but yeah, no, I think this is so cool. Like I haven't done this kind of streaming in a long time. Um, Usually just do it from my phone. But yeah, I think this is just a little preview. I think I'll be doing a lot more of this. Send me topics and ideas. Maybe I'll do some live interviews. I know I have a podcast that working on season two. Relatively like had really cool for me like low stakes. I thought it was pretty like successful, even though it was like a months of work. For the first time doing a project and actually making it happen, and then putting it out there and getting feedback, from folks and family and friends. That was a really cool endeavor, and I want to keep doing that. Just takes a lot of time because it's like setting it up, prepping, editing. Um, so hopefully, this is another alternative. I don't know if I'll get to like live interviews. Maybe I guess if we get to a level like that. But this will be kind of like the behind the scenes of my project. If you're interested in like how I go into the planning of it and the work behind it, if you're interested, just tune in for that. Um, yeah, this is just so cool. I'm pretty excited to to see this grow where we're going from, and I think like in a world where like some people are remote, some people are out. I think it's just another community and another opportunity to connect with folks. So um, got some pretty funny, some funny friends that if they're interested, I might invite them to come on and bring them into the space. I think just we have experience, and you know, some of us are really funny. So I think it'd be cool just to get out there. And I mean, this is the age, right? This is like we're in this space now. It's all digital, online storytelling, IRL. Um, this is where kind of things are going. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited, and I think for the weekend, like I'm just gonna chill out. I think really try to rest as much as possible. When you're a parent to a young kid or just a parent in general, you don't really get it that vacation, right? Like you're still up early, you're still prepping meals, you're still doing this and that, you're still taking out the kid. Hey, what's up, G0KCE? Thank you for the comment. You're the first person to comment. Thank you. I don't know if it's going through or not since I'm so new with this, but yeah, I think I gotta authorize something. I just said hi. Let me. But yeah, I see you're on Kick, so thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Yeah. What's the summer like, man? Yeah, but yeah, 4th of July, man. I don't know. I'm probably gonna see the fireworks. I'm in between, New Jersey, New York, right there in the hub of the East Coast, Northeast. So probably catch the fireworks tonight, and I think yeah, it'll be actually my daughter's first time. She's two, going out to see the fireworks. I don't know if she's gonna be terrified. She might be really terrified, and we'll see. I don't know. But the cool thing is like it's on a hill, and you just like the river's right in front of it. And you know what? You know what I'll do? I'll stream it. Maybe I'll stream the fireworks and I'll stream the reaction of a 2-year-old. Either it's gonna go well, or it's gonna be just terrible, and she's gonna be freaking out over the explosions in the skies. But I'll try to set her up and let her know like, hey, there's gonna be loud noises, but this is Fourth of July. We only do it this time of year. Um, yeah, it's interesting because like my wife is Taiwanese, and so it's in her culture, the Asian Chinese culture, Taiwanese culture, to like fireworks. So hopefully she is appreciative of fireworks and the celebration and all that. So I think I'm gonna bring out my mom, grandma, to come out as well and see the fireworks tonight. She lives at home by herself. She has my sister who's sometimes there, or when she's traveling, seeing her partner. So I think, yeah, that's gonna be just low key, low stakes, dad. Uh, Thank you, G0KCE. I appreciate the comment, um, and welcome any feedback as well. But yeah, like just giving a little bit fresh take, an old dude, old guy, old dad, on a little bit of real life streaming. I'm hoping the next couple of weeks like it'll ramp up a bit once I'm a little bit my knees back in shape, and I'll be commuting to the city, going to places. I definitely want to do something really cool, which is Kokse. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Is it Turkish? Does that sound Turkish maybe? Because I've seen that combination of letters like on soccer jerseys. I'm a big soccer fan. I gotta Google that. Kosh. I one of my peeves is like not able to pronounce people's names. Like it's so important. Let me see. I'm actually gonna Google it. Let's see. Pronounce. Oh, it's Turkish. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay. Awesome. Um, I love Turkish culture, Turkish food. Um, I used to actually play soccer in my early, like just for fun in my town, but in my early 20s, and used to play with a group of Turkish guys. They were they were like, so I was probably early 20s, and they must have been in their late 20s or early 30s. And one, they were just like, they were big people, like strong, big, burly men. I was like, okay, you guys are like warriors. But they were so good. They were so friendly. Um, I think we ended up even playing like for that summer. It was like 11-11, 10-10. Pretty almost like a full game on grass, and just playing with them. And it was us young guys, like guys raised in America. We played soccer here all our life, American soccer, right? Um, but these Turkish guys were so good, and they were all like family folks too. Like they sometimes would have their wife or their kids would be sitting in the background or in the car, just hanging out, walking around the whole park. But they were so good. I think they actually, yeah, yeah. I think they actually ran the one of the guys had like he was the owner of a barber shop, which is I think still in this town, and it's been running for like 20 plus years. Really good people, um, and we would play soccer like all the time. And but they were so good. The level of soccer, like of international soccer that I've ever seen, it was different. It wasn't just long ball, chase it, defend hard. This was like graceful. Like they had all midfielders, Um, everyone could pass, everyone could hold, they could turn, they could shoot. Um, yeah, yeah, I know. The Turkish league is huge. I know you guys have Fenerbahce, right? You got Jose Mourinho over there. I like Mourinho. He's a little crazy, but I like him. I think he's a tactical football genius. Um, but yeah, 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 no, no. Turkey, I haven't gone though. That's like one of the one of my goals. Yeah, yeah. No, no. It's like one of my goals. I definitely want to go to Turkey once my daughter gets a little bigger, maybe like in 2 years or so. Um, when it's easier to travel, we'll definitely want to go to Turkey, and that'll be the spots to hit. So if you have any recommendations, just drop it. Like any, obviously Istanbul, such a historic city. I think it's like an UNESCO city, right? It's like a preserved history, historical site. So I would love to visit over there, eat the food, the culture. Um, yeah, yeah, awesome. I gotta get your name though. I gotta pronounce it correct. Let me see. Gokce pronunciation. I'm actually googling it right now. Let's see. It's pronounced. It says here, Gokce, Gokce, Gokce or Gokce, Gokce. It says similar to the in burn. So burn, g. So it's g or the eu in French, and the KCE part sounds like a church. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. I love it. I'm looking forward to learning more about the history. And you're in Istanbul. Oh, awesome. Cool. Oh, you're going. So this is actually like you're all the way over there. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. This is international. Even cooler. So I'm reading here, and it says that your name should be pronounced, and I apologize. I'm trying. It should be Ga Ga. See Ga Gugche Gugche Gugche. Actually, you know what? Let me just click it and play it. Let me see. Let me see. I'm actually clicking the YouTube, so I apologize for the ads. I gotta get this right. Let me see. Kokish? Gokce. 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 Okay, Gokce. That's awesome. Okay, I'll remember that. I got that down for life. Gokce. Gokce. That's a cool name. Okay. There's actually a YouTube page that actually can I share it? Let me see. Trying something new. This is new. I'm all new to like streaming. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Let me see. Can I create a scene here and share? Uh, browser source. Here you go. Nah, it's not gonna work. It's fine. I'll figure it out next time. But um, oh, cool. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Practicing the internet and learning, and thank you for the encouragement. Really looking forward to learning this. But yeah, thank you for joining. This is going to be just like a little bit of a journey. I'm still trying to figure out the tone and like the pace and kind of what to share. But thank you so much, Ucha, for the kind words and the recommendation and the kindness. Thank you, and you walked me through it, so I appreciate that. Gokce. Yeah, so I think just kind of outlining as like my intro to what streaming is and kind of what I'll put out there. Oh yeah, definitely. No worries. Actually, that's a really good way to learn. So, yeah, yeah, that's a good way to learn. So, I'm definitely. I appreciate you guys jumping on. I appreciate the interactions, and also just learning from different cultures. Right. This is what like the world is now. It's like yes, you can fly as well, but if you don't have the opportunity or time, you have the web to just connect and to talk to people. And so I'm really, really excited. And I think in this journey, as we build this community, right, we learn a little bit of each other. We learn some stuff. So today I learned how to pronounce your Turkish name, Gökçe. And I'm still working on it, but I will be sure to get better and better at it as we move along. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I think just like any new language, right? Like I speak Spanish. I understand a little bit of Portuguese because they're a little related. Um, I actually studied Italian in high school as well, so for 4 years. Don't ask me. I kind of forgot. Right? If you don't use it, you lose it. It's kind of that thing with language. So I get it. Like I totally understand. Like learning a new language is tough, and you have to keep practicing. You gotta put that energy, right? Because if you don't, then estoy bien. Yeah. Oh, you speak Spanish? Cool, cool. Yes. Yeah. I'm Peruvian. That's my background. So I'll give you a little history. Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo estás? Uh, so my parents are Peruvian. I was born in Venezuela, and then we immigrated to the United States. And I got here when I was, I want to say, like a year old, just under a year old. And so I'm practically raised in the U.S. So, I'm really more American to be honest. But I identify with my culture. I'm Peruvian. My food. It's what I grew up eating. I listen to music all the time that my parents would play on the cassettes. I don't know if that was your time, but like the little cassettes with the little film on top. You put it in the player. Sometimes it would mess up when you pull it out. You're like, oh no, the tape is ruined, the cassette. So that was like my time. Yeah, ese era mi tiempo, mi época of like tapes, VHS videotapes, cassette tapes, um, that I grew up in. But yeah, just to circle back, I totally understand, and appreciate like people learning to learn new languages and new cultures. That's what it's about. But Coach, hopefully, if you ever have any intentions of coming to the U.S., reach out. I give you recommendations if you're ever coming over. But this is cool. Yeah, yeah. No, I appreciate you. Um, but so yeah, the Fourth of July is like a big thing here, and obviously that's the Independence Day. Yeah, it's true. And that's 100% true. Like the that it sounds like, yeah, more like you're singing, and it's phonetic 100%. I think there are some things in Spanish that don't, and I'm sure like in Turkish, like some things don't translate always as smoothly, right? It's lost a little bit. It gets lost in translation. So I think that's the beauty of language, right? Like it's why we want to learn different things because some things translate, but they don't do it perfectly. It has that special weight in that language. Um, but yeah, that's awesome that you want to visit the U.S. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, yeah. So it's interesting because one of my streams that I'm gonna work on is one of the themes is like visiting places. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit more traveling like in the U.S. and I'll be highlighting like cities, nothing major, just really like low theme, I guess, or as they would say, like low effort traveling. I don't have like a camera crew, nothing like that. I'm just a normal person. So yeah, I'll be showing little parts of the city, New Jersey. I might go to Texas. I think maybe in November if I get better. But yeah, yeah, I 100% understand. I feel like you know each language has its own unique meaning, and I think like that's such a gift. Anybody that can speak, like I know a friend or know a friend of mine who speaks 7 languages. I feel like to me that's like a secret. Yeah, yeah. Texas is cool. I haven't been. I don't think I was in Houston. I was in Houston, Texas, just for like a day or two. It was like a layover from one flight to another. Actually, I was coming from Costa Rica in my mid 20s. I was there for a bit, like just a week vacation after college with a couple friends, and then we were supposed to just have like a connecting flight in Houston, Texas. But there was a big rainstorm, and it was a time of season where like the hurricanes and the storms, and so when we got to Texas, they canceled our flights for 2 days, I think, or like a day or so. And so we were in Texas, and then I stayed there in Houston, got food, and it's true what they say. Everything is big in Texas. I ordered like a meal, and it was the twice the size of a regular plate. It was massive. It was big. It was a big meal. I couldn't finish it. It was good, but I couldn't finish it. And so, I do believe it's true what they say. Everything is bigger in Texas. It was hot. It was humid. That's kind of like the Texas weather. Houston is like the capital. It's the big city, um, and Texas has a couple big cities, and then like big suburbs and big farm, big. It's just a really big state. You can just if you look at the map, it's massive. But Dallas is supposed to be like a little bit more of like the modern, closest to New York City. Uh, Not New York City vibe, but like it's a big city. It has like a really large city. It's really progressive. Um, a lot of startup companies are out like in Dallas, the Austin. Those two big cities are like big like tech hubs and stuff. So I wanted, and I think I might have mentioned that. I don't know if you were early there, but I think they talked about the High Rocks event. It's this big physical event that you do. It's just to work out. Nothing. It's like you run, you jump, you push stuff, you pull stuff, but you do it for like an hour to 2 hours, and it's just like a fitness contest. You're really just beating yourself unless you're a professional, and I'm not. So I just do it just to stay in shape. My sister got me into it, but all that being said is that there is an event happening in November. Tickets are going on sale now. I haven't bought them yet because I don't know if I'm recovered enough. But Texas is really cool because it's a unique part of the country. It's very different culturally. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the interesting thing, and I'm sure you could say this about Turkey, 'cause Turkey's pretty big too. Um, our education system is pretty cool. A lot of schools, different, and each school is so unique in every region, like anywhere. But like Texas, California, LA, like those. It's California on the all the way on the West Coast, Texas that's in the middle South, and then New York, which is northeast. Um, and those are probably like the most diverse in different parts of like the country you'll ever see, really. So you would get a good taste. It's a big trip though, because you're going from New York, Texas, which is like about 3 hour plane ride, maybe just about 3 hour plane ride, and then another four or so, 3 to 4, going to Los Angeles. So, but those would be like the most like diverse um, parts of the country that you would see, and geographically different too. You see prairies, you see desert. Texas is like in the middle of a desert. Obviously, there's city, but there's desert as well. Um, and then you have LA, which is a combination of everything: mountains, city. You got the ocean. Yeah, yeah. So some advice about education in the U.S., like which city I must stay for. Okay, so I think it really depends. The education system is pretty cool in the U.S. because there are so many programs. If anything, there's too many programs, right? Because you don't know where to start. I think I would say, if you want to be in a university setting that probably has a lot of funding, like that they have good resources, meaning that then you could have good access to like good programs that you want to focus on. And again, this all depends on what your focus of study is, or what you want to learn. But like I mentioned, I think like New York, Chicago, um, California has great schools. University of California, Berkeley. If you're going to go Ivies, the Ivies are the top schools, universities in the U.S., which are very competitive, very hard to get in, and very expensive. Like you're looking at like 200, 300K, $300,000, depending on your program and what you're looking to do. We call those the Ivies, like Harvard, Stanford, Cornell, um, Princeton, you name it. New York, New Jersey, NYU. It's not Ivy, but it's a really big, well-connected school. So if you're looking to do business or marketing, um, even law or anything like that, like New York is a big place to do it. Environmental work, just because it's a big city and you're connected to everybody. You can get internships. You can intern at a big startup company. Whatever your interest is, whether it's tech, health, the big cities are obviously gonna have the most resources, but they're gonna be pretty pricey. If you still want that experience of like the American education system, you can still go to like the Midwest, like the middle of America, still get that experience at a lot reduced rate. You don't have to pay as much. Um, so it really depends on the experience too, right? Because you can get your education, really a lot of places in the U.S., but it just depends what you want to do, what you want to experience, what's your top 5 things that you need from this experience of coming to the U.S. and studying. And I think once you have that, then you can build like your agenda. You have your checklist. Like, I need to be in a place that's with young, ambitious people. Okay, New York City. I need a place that's I want to work in finance. New York City. That's perfect. It all depends on where you want to be. You want to do film, media, L.A., right? Hollywood, the movie scenes. Um, yeah, it really depends. Like my sister, she studied in Nebraska, and Nebraska is like all the way in the middle of the country and on the border of Canada. Yeah, and it's all farmland. Most of it is farm country. It's big open fields, and obviously they have a couple cities in between. But she went to the state of Nebraska, studied there, and that was like a pretty good school that she went to. Um, and she studied not medicine, but like in the medical field. She studied there, and she got her doctorate, and their school is highly ranked. It's a really good school as well. Yeah, yeah. But maybe the next stream we could talk about like traveling in the school systems. Um, masters are anywhere between 3 years or so, 2 to 3 years, or even 1 year if you do accelerated. Um, I think it all depends on like what you want to study and what you want to do, and what experience you want out of it, because you'll get something for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna wind down a little bit. Gocha, it was awesome chatting with you and chatting with everyone here. Really excited. I'm gonna just prep because the kid's gonna come home any minute, and I just need to get some stuff ready, get lunch ready. It's 12:30 over here, so it's lunchtime. So I'm gonna prep some meals for them. I do have a YouTube channel. Yeah. Actually, I'll put it in the chat. That one actually is my most active one. Let me put the link up real quick. I'll be streaming on all three platforms, so this is why I'm kind of starting this out. So I'll be streaming on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch, and then kind of see, which one. Let's see, is more responsive. But I'll do it on three. I put it in the chat, so that's me right there. Yeah. So feel free to subscribe. You won't miss anything. You'll see some of my videos of me traveling to like St. Louis, my commute to yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, gotcha guys. Take it easy, everyone. Be safe. Enjoy your good weekend. See you all.